and welcome to Coffee and Calacas. I'm your host, Joe. If you're new here, I want to welcome you and just let you know that this is a weekly podcast where we sit around the coffee table and discuss stories of the supernatural, mysticism, and what lies in the beyond. If this is something that interests you, I hope you stick around, and I hope you enjoy this week's show. Thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. I want to say Happy New Year's to everyone who's watching this. I hope your 2022 is going to go a whole lot better. If you're watching this on New Year's Eve, I found out just a few hours ago that Betty White died, and that is very sad. She was a national treasure, and she'll be sorely missed. But so I think we should just have a Betty White, day on her birthday, and just really enjoy all the stuff she's brought to us. A lot of laughter, a lot of love, a lot of kindness. So anyway, if you're watching this New Year's Day, Happy New Year's. Hopefully, you had a lot of fun and you partied and you celebrated. So this week, we're going to talk about Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Now, I'm not sure how familiar you are with this story. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. Growing up, something, I guess you could say nostalgic, you think back to a time and place where Christmas was just sitting around with your family. There's no need for fancy modern appliances, and it was just different and so simple, and I really like that. I read it as a kid. It was not something that we read as a family, every Christmas, but it was a story that I did read. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up now, A Christmas Carol could be a whole 4-part segment on its own. It really can. But I'm bringing it up now to focus on the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Okay, so basically, the ghost of Christmas future. The reason I bring him up is because he is just, I guess he's the unknown. Okay, and so these past 2 years, 2020, 2021, have been years of uncertainty, with a pandemic and everything going on. It's been pretty hectic, and we need to take a time to, pause and reflect on what's going on, and, maybe see where we want to go in the future. Not trying to get here all philosophical on you, but, something to think about. So I bring it up now because I don't know if growing up you ever saw those Christmas movies, and I know there was one where Rudolph has to go and help the New Year's Eve baby become the New Year's Eve baby. So old year, I don't even know how they call him in the movie. I just know that he was the old one. He finds out that New Year's Eve baby is gone, and he's very, he's concerned. He's like, I need help finding him because, what are we supposed to ring in if he's gone? We need the New Year baby, so, help me find him. So I know Rudolph goes chasing around different areas looking for the baby, and he finally finds him, and I think his name is Happy, and the reason that he went missing was because he had these huge ears, kind of like Dumbo size, very big ears, and he was embarrassed of them, and he was like, how can I, be a good year if, I'm so tiny, and he had a lot of pressure. That's why he took off, So I bring that up because it's like, okay, well, we consider the new year as a baby, something tiny that we have to, just, I guess, grow. And as the year grows, as it goes on, the new year baby, develops and becomes this old little man at the end of the year. Well, 365 days, yeah, it's a lot. So, if you think about it, okay, well, in that aspect that, yeah, it's something small, something, undeveloped. But if we look at it from the Charles Dickens point of view, basically, the the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, or the Ghost of Christmas Future, he was something that was unknown, and it was depicted as a dark shadow, something just kind of ominous. And I'm not saying that it focused on all the negativity of what was Scrooge's life, but I mean, Scrooge was an ass. He had no remorse, he had no sympathy for others. So yeah, I mean, in his life, I feel that it would be all that negativity that he shared with others. He had no sympathy for his workers. He didn't care that you were struggle busing. He just said, okay, well, if it makes me $1, that's what matters. So go get to work. I honestly think if you haven't seen it, you should. It's on Hulu. If you don't have Hulu, I'm so sorry. Talk to me. We can put up a projector outside my house, and we'll watch it together outside. I have Hulu. But no, I actually watched it on I believe on the actual TV. I don't think it was this year. It might have been last year. Maybe the year before in 2019. Not too sure. But they showed FX made a Christmas Carol, but into like a mini series or a TV show or mini show. Anyways, very good. Honestly, very good. Very well made. I think it's about 4 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 episodes. And in each one, we see the development of each ghost, and we see what Scrooge is like with his with the people around him. And he has some sympathy for his nephew, for his worker, which I'm really drawing a blank at the top of my head right now. What's his name? And I say it's really good because it depicts it kind of in the best way what Charles Dickens had. I mean, they've made A Christmas Carol in many different ways. I know there's one called Scrooged with Bill Murray. Very funny. Good movie. Good movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a good movie, but more on the comical side. Very comical. If you want the darker depiction, more adult-like, then yeah, go with FX's. And I believe it's called A Christmas Carol. If it's not, I'll check and I'll put it in the description down below. Check the comments even. But yeah, honestly, very good movie. You should watch it if you haven't. Now, I actually checked out A Christmas Carol from the library. I own a copy of it, but it's a very small copy. This one's really pretty. It's really well illustrated. This one's illustrated by Yelena Braisenkova. Very beautiful artwork. This is just, some to show a few. Yeah, I mean, I really love, reading it. Now, in A Christmas Carol, if you've never read it, honestly, go to the library right now, and, well, okay, not right now, they're closed right now, but, once they open, I think they open on Sunday, go and check out the book. They have several copies. I honestly believe that, you won't be disappointed. Now, I'm just going to read just a small little passage from here, okay? And then we can discuss, based off of this, what I believe is going on here, okay? So it says, "The last of the spirits. The phantom slowly, gravely, silently approached. When it came, Scrooge bent down upon his knee, for in the very air through which the spirit moved, it seemed to scatter gloom and mystery. It was shrouded in a deep black garment, which concealed its head, its face, its form, and left nothing of it visible, save one outstretched hand. But for this, it would have been difficult to detach its figure from the night, and separate it from the darkness by which it was surrounded. He felt that it was tall and stately when it came beside him, and that its mysterious presence filled him with a solemn dread. He knew no more, for the spirit neither spoke nor moved." So, okay, based off of that, we get an idea of what has come to Scrooge. I'm not saying it's death, but it's death. So basically, this figure is supposed to be ominous, and it's supposed to scare him. Basically he's saying, when you die from here, buddy, no one's going to be there for you. No one's going to remember who you were. You think you're making this legacy by building this fortune, but what is your fortune if no one remembers who you were? What have you done for mankind, right? So often, ghosts are depicted as something that are strange and unknown, and something that, I guess you could say it's left unanswered. A ghost has unfinished business. Okay, so keep that in mind. So think about it. This ghost is coming to Scrooge because Scrooge has unfinished business. Scrooge has been an ass for years and has never taken the time to get to know a person or taken the time to really interact with people. All he's ever thought about is making money. So he comes to him, as unfinished business, saying, hey, you need to clean up your act and actually make connections with people if you want to be remembered, if you want people to actually care about you, because you care about no one except yourself, so why should anyone care about you? Okay, so, that's just great to begin with, right? So if we think about it, people are always scared of what they don't know. That's why a lot of people are afraid of the dark, because what's in the dark, we don't know. And this is what this ghost, this creature is supposed to be. The unknown, our deepest, darkest fears, the deep darkies. And it's supposed to, kind of guide you in a way into something a little bit more kinder, something more well lit, because he shows them, okay, this is your death, this is your funeral, who was here, just your nephew was here, and, he didn't really care about you, and he was only there because you're his uncle and stuff. You've left nothing behind to anyone, and it's sad. So as we go into this new year, I want us to not be afraid of it. Let's be kinder to one another. It's hard to be kind at times when our patience is tested, when we've seen a lot of injustice and stuff. But maybe if we show a little kindness, little small acts of kindness throughout the day, daily, it will make a difference overall for the whole year, And instead of having an ominous presence come to us every single year, we can make something good out of it. Actually have the opposite of what Scrooge got to experience, where he experienced death and misery. We can actually experience, life and birth and growth, everything that we want in a year, So that growth that we see with Baby New Year, with Rudolph, where we foster him and he grows into this beautiful, young man, and then grows into this old man who's just loving and kind and wise. That's what we should do this new year. Grow ourselves, be kind, and experience growth rather than experience the death and mystery of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. So I wish all our viewers here, a happy new year. I hope you celebrate and have fun. And tomorrow, if you're watching this on New Year's Eve, or even if you watch today on New Year's Day, hug yourself and just be kind. And, I'm not saying make a resolution or stuff, but, be mindful in trying to be kind to others, so that way, we grow a Baby New Year that's happy and delightful, rather than, get stuck with Christmas of yet to come. Happy New Year. Have a great day, a great evening. Stay safe, and stay tuned for more episodes coming in the new year. Thank you.